Good afternoon, everybody. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people. I want to share this piece of information that I saw on Barry Scarborough's channel. Thank you, Barry, for sharing this with all of us, and we need to get the word out here. Israel 365 News is sharing this article that on May 22nd, the WHO will have authority to lock down all of America. Officials from the Biden administration are working to give the World Health Organization the power to unilaterally declare a health emergency in any country, thereby giving them emergency powers. The message from the administration and the vote are going unreported by the heritage media, but former Congressman Michelle Bachmann is working hard at sounding the alarm. Bachmann, biggest global power grab in our lifetimes. Bachmann has stated that the upcoming vote in Geneva over the Biden administration's amendments would cede U.S. sovereignty to the WHO over national health care decisions in what she described as the biggest global power grab that we have seen in our lifetimes. This is a tweet that came from Real America's Voice. This is the biggest global power grab that we have seen in our lifetimes. Former Rep. Michelle Bachmann tells Steve Bannon about the upcoming vote in Geneva over the Biden administration's amendments that would cede U.S. sovereignty to the WHO over national health care decisions. Bachmann's concern is over the vote that will take place on May 22nd in the World Health Organization's governing legislative body, the World Health Assembly. The vote is to ratify the amendments proposed by the Biden administration and are scheduled as provisional agenda item 16.2. As soon as I saw this number here, I wanted to see what this was in the Strong's Concordance, and I think there's a very clear message for all of us. As it says here, the vote is to ratify the amendments proposed by the Biden administration and are scheduled as provisional agenda item 162. So I looked up 162 in the Strong's Concordance, and the first thing we see is that it means alas, which means whoa or wow, okay, an interjection, alas. And then 162 is also to lead captive. Alas, to lead captive. Can you see what is happening and why this bill is so important and exactly what it is doing? Alas, to lead captive. Bachmann's concern is over the vote that will take place on May 22nd in the World Health Organization's WHO governing legislative body, the World Health Assembly. The vote is to ratify the amendments proposed by the Biden administration and are scheduled as provisional agenda item 162, alas, to lead captive. This authority that they will be given will impact 99.4% of all the people in the world. Bachmann said, there are 193 nations belonging to the UN. The Biden administration is bringing amendments that were proposed that all nations of the earth cede their sovereignty over the national health care decisions to the WHO. This means that the WHO would have decision-making authority to intervene in the United States government policy in any nation of the world without our permission. For instance, the lockdown where you see 26 million people today locked down in Shanghai, China, they can't leave their apartments or homes. The WHO would have the authority to be able to enforce that here in the United States. The WHO would have the authority to be able to enforce that here in the United States on whatever pretext they want. They don't have to show data. They could do this. Bachmann summed up the danger in one line. What this does, bottom line, is that it creates a platform for global governance through the WHO, she said. So here we have this article. I'll leave the link for you in the description box. Right now, as far as timelines go, as far as the importance, I mean, with this news coming out on May 22nd, I think it's going to be very clear for us that this upcoming blood moon is a warning. It's not the end yet. It's a warning of what is coming. And I've got my eyes on Pentecost. Now, the other thing we have about Pentecost is that we have a 10-day difference between Ascension Day and Pentecost. I think there is a very important 10-day window that is in Scripture. It's the Ascension Day, the 40th day, to Pentecost, the 50th day, and there's a 10-day window when Jesus left earth and then the Spirit fell 10 days later. And the Bible talks about 10 days of tribulation, and we could be seeing this being applied from May 26th, Ascension Day, going to Pentecost on June 5th and June 6th. Okay, so this is kind of what I've been seeing. I'm looking at Pentecost right now, and I've been seeing that there is absolutely important. This May 14th, May 16th conjunction is very important. I see it as a warning of things to come. I don't see it as the date of the rapture, and that's why I have been focusing now on Pentecost. But we are coming up on a decision by the World Health Organization that's going to take place on May 22nd. Okay, and if this could begin, then a process that may take us to Pentecost. It may go way beyond Pentecost. We don't know. We don't know. We have to keep our eyes open on all of these things and all of these signs. We don't know how much longer we're going to be here. We would love to be out of here in May. We would love to be out of here in June. We don't know how much longer this has to continue, how much farther we have to get into all the judgments and all the things that are coming upon the world. I mean, how much more do we need to see before people finally wake up and God is actually ready to say, this is it, this is the end, okay? So anyway, I just wanted to share this article with you, and I wanted to share some of my own perspective on how important this vote is, how it connects us with May 26th Ascension Day, 10 days of tribulation, maybe from May 26th to June 6th, the days of Ascension to Pentecost, okay? Now, we're going to keep looking, we're going to keep searching, and I'm just going to keep sharing with you what I see, and that's all we can do at this time. And I just pray you are blessed. I'll leave the link for you for this article in the description box. This is Steve Fletcher with a trumpet for my people, the sign of his coming revealed.